Hi guys, so I want to show you the new book and the old book. It's a little bit of a difference. I didn't even realize that this was going to happen. So the new book is a little taller. I already knew about the orange cover and all that. The old book is a little smaller, but thicker. Oh, and Gabby is intervening. That's my kitty, Gabriella. But if you guys have not got your copy yet, see the kitty even wants to read it, go ahead and order your book today from either my website, Barnes & Noble, Walmart, or wherever books are sold. Whether you get the first... No, let me show them the book, Gabby. Whether you get the first edition or the collector's edition, they both are awesome reads. They both have different things to them. You're not going to be reading the exact same book, even though it's the same story. There are things that did not make it to the collector's edition that was in the first edition. And then there are things in the collector's edition that is not in the first edition. Like, there's definitely more romance in the collector's edition because one of the feedbacks I got when I wrote it the first time was that, hey, I want to see more of Arwen and Gilmos together and how they fell in love. So that was added in here, as well as a little bit more action. There is, however, a chapter in here with dragons that did not make it to the collector's edition, and I really, really wanted to squeeze that in because I really liked that chapter, but it was just not possible to put everything into the collector's edition. Plus, when you rewrite, sometimes things you had originally intended for your story don't quite tweak. And so, yeah, there you have it. First edition, collector's edition, both wonderful copies. The nice thing, though, is if you do decide to buy it from the website, it does get signed. I do have, like, a package deal for both of them if you want them both signed. And I also have, like, a single one and a single one. So, please, 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 guys, get your book copy today. It's really worth the read. And the more you guys are into it, it encourages me to write even more. Speaking of which, there are 2 books that are pending right now, as far as writing-wise. And I would love to hear in the comments which you would prefer to have at your, to be able to turn the pages of first. So, one of the books I'm working on is a zombie book. It's not going to be your typical zombie book, given that the location is going to be different. What do I mean by that? Our leading lady, she works in a pet store and zombie apocalypse happens. And she's kind of stuck in the pet store. And of course there's going to be some other stuff that happens in it. I'm not going to give all the details, but that's a little tiny preview without giving you full details. And then the other book was the one I was intending to write first, and that was Death's Deal. That one is linked to Forgotten Babylon. It's future, though, like way future, modern day. I know that some of the characters from Forgotten Babylon will make like little cameo appearances. They won't be main characters, but they'll make little cameos. There'll be definitely mentions of Arwen and Gilmos through the book, though, because essentially Arwen and Gilmos are Enkidu and Gilgamesh of our world, but in their world. So with that said, they're part of human history, they're part of the beginning of time and the beginning of civilization. So our main character, Raiden in Death Deal, he's going to be dealing with coping with the loss of his beloved. And it's the only reason that one called to me, and I kind of want to put out there first, as it was really intended to first, was due to the fact that I wanted something for the LGBT community to kind of like connect to. Because I feel like Forgotten Babylon is an amazing book. And a lot of the characters do have the potential for those type of connections, but it's never really explored. And so as someone who's had a lot of friends and even through life has gone through phases of wondering if where I belong, where I fit in. It's the thing that most human beings go through. I feel like there needs to be characters that speak to people who need a connection as well. Raiden is, again, he's more geared towards the LGBT community versus my female protagonist in the Pet Shop one that I have still coming up with a title for, but it's gonna have zombies. I haven't decided what direction she's gonna go as far as like what's appealing to her. I might just let the story kind of take off with that. Though right now I'm thinking other guy. And I'm thinking he's going to be a soldier. But anyway, I'm like stumbling on, and the main point of this video was to give you guys a little like preview of the collector's edition and then the first edition. But like I said, go ahead and get your copy today. They're really awesome reads. They're based on Babylonian mythology. There's actually a news story that they actually found the tomb of Gilgamesh. So it's interesting. Sometimes myths and legends are based on fact. Well, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for your support. Oh, and one more thing. I'm kind of doing an update here too. So the TikTok is not going to be a business TikTok anymore. I found out that having a business TikTok was less... There was less things I could do with it. I mean, yes, you can make money off of it. Yeah, you can sell your stuff on it. Yeah, you can sell stuff for other people. But it really limits what you can do creative web, because at that point, you're monetizing. And you're monetizing, then you have to fall under copyright laws. And I'd rather my TikTok be a fun account and a way to talk to you guys, to reach out to you guys, and connect with you guys, rather than a way to make money. So there's that. And I guess that's it for now.